get started. There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah, let's go.
So, for those of you who don't know, we are the Average Nerd Podcast. Welcome to our first stream. It is so great to see all of you here. And to get things started, I'm going to hand things off to Juan.
All right, so we have to do the intro. If you guys listen to our podcast, you probably know this, so say it with me. What's up, everyone, and thanks for listening to the Average Nerd live stream.
Ooh, what?
It's your boys, the Average Nerds. We're just a bunch of average guys talking about nerdy things. I'll be your host for the day, Juan. And joining us, as always, we have Prince Pogi himself, Jorge.
I don't want to grow up.
Seafood City's finest, Jay.
That's right.
Our resident Nickling master, Dave.
Rufio.
And the last place you remember putting your right chinelas, Av.
Hello, you guys.
Hello.
All right, so we have a very, very special guest with us today. He's actually one of Av's oldest friends. So, Av, would you actually like to do the honors and introduce our guest for us?
Yeah, let's do this. So film, commercial, music video, producer, writer, director, one of the greatest to ever don a Burger King uniform.
Hey.
Nice.
My good friend,
All these
Patricio
titles.
Ginelsa. Patricio, guys. Yes.
Cool. Thanks, Patricio.
No. That's left over from my last stream. Sorry. Thanks, guys.
It makes
Welcome.
it seem more legit.
Oh, I have to. I got. Well, you know. I mean, I just. This is how I crash. This is how I raid a Twitch. I
Nice.
just come in here with special effects.
All the sound effects. Nice.
Man, Av, dude, that was the nicest thing you ever said to me, Av. That's really good.
Oh.
Dang, that's sad. Av.
No,
I mean,
no,
you're
no.
never nice to him.
That's a
No,
nice
no.
Patricio actually got me the job at Burger King. I guess we'll talk about it later, I guess. But yeah, he got me that job.
Nice.
He was my burger buddy.
Burger
Yeah, burger buddies.
So I will have to admit, I am fanboying a little bit right now, Patricio.
Me too. I can't stop smiling.
The debut was my jam in high school. I remember going to the movie Century Theaters in Vallejo, California.
Oh, Vallejo, that was my theater too, Vallejo.
Actually,
When
introed
it first opened, it first opened. Oh my god, yeah, Vallejo, that theater just opened like that was a brand new theater.
brand new theater, and I think you
Yeah.
introed the movie, and we're like, "Oh, that's the director." Little do we know, you weren't the director, but the producer. But like,
You're not the director? Are you sure?
team out there, you were selling those Got Pinoy shirts. I don't fit mine anymore, but I still have it somewhere.
You can cut it up. You can actually cut it up and like,
Just use it as a
rag.
patch.
Yeah, use it a rag or something.
Get into a mask.
Oh, there we go.
Oh yeah,
Just make it a tight-ass
Oh.
You gotta put your Lumpia mask on like this. Look at this.
Make it a tight-ass
Yeah.
sando.
nice.
Sando.
Nice.
Sando.
Lumpia.
Sando.
Nice. So before we get into it, before we ask you all the questions that we've been wanting to ask you, like we like to do in every episode, we actually like to start off with our what we call our GTK of the day, or our getting to know you question. So this week, or this whole time when we're doing our live streams, our GTK of the day is going to be, if you could create your own con being convention, what would it be, and who would your dream panel be? It being ComicCon week, San Diego ComicCon week, we thought it only fitting to have a con question.
This is a lob. This is a lob, right? This is like a softball lob. This is an easy question.
For you, not for us.
You know what? You know, our guest should go first. So go ahead, Patricio. You could.
Oh,
go ahead.
we all have to answer? We all have
Wait,
to answer?
wait. I thought it was just a guess. Me and Av are not ready.
Per usual.
But Patricio,
Okay, go ahead, Pat.
I mean, it's easy because I'm actually doing Lumpia Con right now. So Lumpia Con, or Lumpia, the Filipino spring roll, Filipino spring roll, and so the guest that the panel, I mean that the panel would be all the Filipino American panelists. I mean, Will's Pratashi, we just had a guest actually earlier. So Will's, I mean Linnell, you, I mean Jerry, Aguinaldo, he passed away. I mean, I'm geeking out because these are comiceros to me, you know, like the Filipino comic book writers. So that's my serious answers. LumpiaCon.
What did you want? A LumpiaCon?
Yeah, LumpiaCon. I'm in the middle of LumpiaCon right now.
It's
just
actually
finished-
going on right now.
We just finished night 2 of LumpiaCon. We had One Voice and Will Portacio and guest. Tonight we have 2 more nights together. We have a special guest. So if you're a Filipino American kid who grew up in the 90s, you will nerd out. You will nerd out. Like if you're a debut fan, you'll nerd out who we have tomorrow because we definitely have some guests that are pretty known in the Filipino community, which I can't spoil. But
So
man.
one voice is called One Voice now, not Voice 5.
voice. Oh yeah, no. See,
Oh,
you
you're
know
throwing
you're
it
one
back,
voice.
man. You're throwing it back.
3 now. They're down to 3. They're down to 3.
Ah,
Oh, that's why. That's why. There's only 3 of them.
We just announced that they have a song in our movie coming up, so that's why it's kind of they were our guest tonight at LumpiaCon.
They're like moms now. They go to my church and like they're like kids getting baptized in the church.
Yeah.
St. Catherine's in Vallejo. Shout out to St. Catherine's in Vallejo.
Did you nerd out when you see them at church every time they go to church? Did you nerd out? Like, oh my God, One Voice.
Before, now it's just like, oh, that's Monica, whatever. But yeah, definitely before, when I was like in high school, we would go to me and Jay, we went to high school together, but we would go hit up all the Filipino conventions, the Filipino fest.
The Pista Sanayans.
My Marine World.
Yeah, exactly.
Cool.
Wow.
Let's go ahead and go to Jorge.
oh,
Go ahead and answer the GTK. What would your
Oh, we are still answering them.
I'll just come up with a really quick one. If I could have any convention, I think it would be some sort of ice cream convention because I don't know if I've
ooh,
seen one. I mean, I don't know. There might be dessert conventions out there. I think there was even actually, I think there was like an Ube Fest or something. Some people in the chat might know. I think if
There's an
Mikey
Ube
and
Fest.
Mike are still in here. Yeah. I didn't get to go, but so something revolving around ice cream, I think would be a pretty cool convention because I would just try everything.
who would your panel be? Just Ben and
I don't
Jerry?
know. Oh, you know what? Ben and Jerry's, 3 Twins, bring them back.
Oh,
3 Twins ice cream. Shout out
lemon
to 3 Twins ice
cookie.
cream. R.I.P. to 3 Twins ice cream.
Oh,
But yeah, that would be mine.
Nice. Dave, how about you?
I'd have a Transformers convention. I don't know if they already have one. But,
BotCon.
BotCon? I've never been.
They just ended it. I mean, they had BotCon. I mean, I was there in the 2000s. They had BotCon. Yeah.
I'll need to go one of these days.
Oh man, BotCon.
So who would your panel be? Just Optimus and
Yeah,
actual
maybe
Optimus.
a Beast Wars reunion panel, maybe.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Av and Jay, are you ready? Who's ready?
Don't look at him.
I know it's like grade school where you kind of just don't look at the teacher.
They didn't do their homework. Okay, I'll say one. I'll give you guys a pass. Mine would
No,
actually
I'll say
be
something later.
I won't.
I mean, I guess they kind of have these already, but it would be a wrestling convention.
Yeah.
WWE, old school WWF wrestlers. Dream panel. You got to have The Rock. Got to have Stone Cold.
Nice.
Hogan.
Attitude Era.
All them Attitude Era wrestlers. Jay and Ab, you don't have anything?
I got nothing.
So you said Transformers. You said, what did you say, Juan, again? Sorry.
You said wrestling.
Can I just
I had
blend them
ice
all together?
cream.
I'm about to just blend them all together.
Yeah, let's have a Transformers WWE ice cream party.
Hey, that actually sounds fun.
Oh.
Yeah, who cares, man? Yeah, let's put them all together and then throw in some lumpia.
There you go. We should
We should just
premiere.
combine all the wrestling and Transformers. Lumpia. Let's just mix it all up.
We'll
Into
have
I'm gonna
Transformers
wrestle.
wrestle while we
I'm gonna
eat
wrestle.
ice cream.
And
Let's just throw in Burger
We'll
King
just-
too as a sponsor. Yeah.
nice.
90s Nickelodeon con, Brett. That's
Nice.
Oh,
I'm
90,
too old.
that'd be a good one.
No, I'm totally down, Brett. That works for me. That's my. Let's do it, and we could have all the ice cream we want.
Ice cream con.
Ice
All right.
cream.
Con.
All right, Jay, I'm gonna let you off the hook. You don't have to answer.
I was hoping as long as I stay quiet and just don't look at Juan directly, it'll just work out.
Nice. So going back to that guest, Patricio,
Good job, dude.
if you watch the debut,
Yeah.
I can't believe I never noticed this before, but you're actually a really big like comic book nerd. Because in the debut, Ben was like going to art school. He works at a comic book shop. He's has this portfolio. So being a comic book nerd, what are the kind of comics and nerdy things that you kind of grew up on?
Oh, it's Spider-Man. I mean, so the short story of how I got into comic books, because I was a big Transformer fan, so Transformers, and so obviously I got the comic book back then. Because I was like, oh shit, there's a Transformer comic book, and I did, that was, as soon as it was published by Marvel, that was my in to Marvel, and at that time the Secret Wars 1 was out, and then even though I knew Spider-Man as a kid, that's when I started reading about Spider-Man, because he got the black costume, and I just followed that. The next thing you know, Spider-Man was getting married to Mary Jane, was engaged, and I don't know, there's something about just reading, even though I know I was kind of late to the Spider-Man story because Gwen Stacy already passed and all that crap, happened when I was a teenager, but I connected to him. It was a weird, I think at that time in high school, at the same time I was kind of geeking out with Transformers and watching cartoons, I got immersed myself in the Marvel universe, and Spider-Man was kind of like my boy, only because I thought I was him, and he had all these problems I was having. He didn't work at Burger King at the time, and didn't, but he had, so when Ben Mercado at the debut, like that, it's just weird how there's a whole generation of kids that, like me, who grew up in the 80s on cartoons and comic books, that, I call the debut like an identity film, right? It's like because they're so rare to be a Filipino American film, it's like that film had to be an identity film. Like, who am I as a Filipino and a Filipino American, as an Asian American, and nerddom and comic books was just part of our DNA. And so I think I remember Ben wanted to go Cal Arts. I think a lot of not me. I mean, I went to film school. My dream was, I got into filmmaking in high school. I mean, Avelino was one of my movies back in the day. But like,
wait, hold on, pause.
I'm out.
I'm like Ben Mercado. I mean, I'm like Ben Mercado. He wanted to go to Cal Arts, and instead of the traditional thing, and I wanted to go. My dream school was always to go to USC Film School because I wanted to become a filmmaker. And then that's, that's the thing. It's like second generation kids, right? That's like the trend.
Shout out to Geek Together for the raid, bringing over 53 people. Thank you.
Wow, 53 people.
Thank
you, Geek Together.
Oh, what's up, Quincy? First time here. Hi, dude.
Nice. Going back to, you're talking about how you can character.
Debut. Yeah, Dante Basco's character is Ben Mercado.
Nice. So going back to that's your Spider-Man and how you can really relate to that character because you felt like you were him. I think that's one of my favorite things that the newer Spider-Man movies, if you watch Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, really touched on. They were saying anyone could wear the mask. They introduced Miles Morales, and Spider-Man doesn't have to be just some white guy or whatever, because he covers the whole face. So like you really can see yourself in that. So that's really cool that you kind of connected.
Well, I gotta tell you what my favorite. I mean, I love Miles Morales, but I'll tell you my favorite character in Spider-Verse was actually Spider-Ham. Because he's my favorite. I had the comic book in the 80s, like the Peter Porker, the Spectacular Spider-Ham. It was like that was one of my favorite comic books. And to think, I mean, in the movie he's just like a Looney Tunes character, but that, who would have thought that Spider-Ham would actually be in a movie? And that's why for me it's a gold mine as a geek fan to see Spider-Ham like on the screen. Is shit. That's crazy.
Yeah, you never thought you would see that.
Spider bacon.
Cool. So just rolling on, talking about nerd stuff. Are you a collector? Do you collect any certain lines or any kind of nerd items by any chance?
I collect too much. I mean, I can't. I don't even know.
Collector's response.
It's not like anything specific. It's more like brands. So like for instance, with the Pops, like even with the thing with Funkos that they released, I always tend to look at things that I was going for Jack in the Box, like, because that's weird, like, you know what I mean? Like those things you never get to see. Like, so I geek out on all the things that's not normally there, and someone feels like they spoke to me, you know, like I am still. If Funk was listening, the Burger King, I still want the Burger King, you know. Like,
Yeah,
I'd go over that.
Yeah,
Funko, if you're listening, get to it.
I
Burger King.
You mean Avelino will find it?
You don't think they're listening? What? You don't think so?
Yeah, long time fans of the podcast.
We need
come on.
the Burger King for the burger buddies here.
I'm trying to pitch my Lumpia characters for Funko. So, you know.
That's actually a perfect segue into what we want to talk about next. Is that your relationship with Av and how you met and kind of like how you guys grew up together?
I was like, no.
I'll be gentle.
So for those who don't understand this whole Burger King thing that we're talking about, can you guys talk about that a little bit?
Yeah,
Pat,
we worked together at Burger King.
But before that, we were in high school together. We went to high school
together.
Like we met at Burger King. We already were classmates.
I don't think we met until like sophomore year in high school.
Well, that's when I started socializing. I wasn't really a social person.
Yeah, same year. So
I don't
sophomore year.
want to date you guys, but my folks went to the same high school as both of you.
Oh, here we go.
If you say Grizzlies,
opening it up
if you say
himself.
Grizzlies, then yeah, I'm old.
No. I think my dad's in the chat too, but yeah, my folks both went to Jeff also.
Man. What's up? Where's
What's up?
any Jeff heads watching? Jeff heads?
Jeff heads.
Yeah, we shot the whole movie at Jefferson High School.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, no, we met in high school. Patricio had a job at Burger King. I was looking for a job. He hooked it up, and we became burger buddies for life, or BK buddies for life. BK buddies for life.
But here's the interesting thing about Av. It's like, so you know, we back then being a comic book nerd wasn't that popular. And I didn't realize. I mean, we would go to a Galaxy Comics like every Wednesday. Me and Trey, right? And then, so to find out later on, I mean, years later that Avelino was like nerding on the side, like he wasn't that kid in high school.
No,
so I was kind of. He was a closet nerd. I just didn't realize that till now. So
closet nerd.
Yeah.
We have a question from someone.
Avelino was a cool kid. He was the one who played hockey. He played hockey. I couldn't.
You played hockey?
I couldn't. I always skate for shit. You know?
Av played hockey?
What's about Av today?
Damn, come on.
Not ice hockey. It's not ice hockey, but
It's I played inline roller hockey, and that began in high school too. So, but let's get back to this question.
Change topic.
Burger King menu item though? Question mark. You still eat Burger King, Patricio Ginelsa.
My favorite Burger King item I always ordered, and that's maybe the reason why I stayed there for so long, is the chicken sandwich, add cheese. Or they had the international. They used to have the international ones, like French, Italian,
American, and Italian.
No, but I'll tell you, I mean, as favorite moments, we always close the Burger King Saturday nights. We always close, so we would literally cook so much stuff as it closed. So there were so many leftovers for us that we could make our own sandwiches. We cooked so much at the end.
We're just gonna throw it out anyway.
Yeah, we're gonna throw it out anyway. We're just gonna bring Baon back home.
On for the next day.
I used to have a next door neighbor that worked at McDonald's, and every night she would just bring like a paper bag full of just not even burgers, just the burger patties by itself.
That's how I was introduced to the weirdest orders, man. Like I could never understand Whopper, no meat, and just ketchup. Like that was like just random ketchup. You paid full price for this? It's like, come on, Av. I mean, that's got to be a better question. What is the weirdest thing that we've ever created for an order, right, Av?
What is it?
Crazy.
What for me? I don't even remember. It's just. I can't.
Moving on.
Yeah, move on.
Speaking about food, there's another food restaurant that all of us love. Do you guys know what it is?
In-N-Out.
More related to our culture.
Jollibee.
Jollibee.
Trejo tacos. Oh, no, I'm just kidding.
So speaking about Jollibee, we have a few giveaways for today. I think now might be a good time to throw one in there. What about you guys? What do you think?
Are we giving away?
Yeah.
No, we're not doing. We're not doing Jollibee.
Not Jollibee yet, but I'm just teasing that's coming.
Okay, what are we giving away? Dorp?
Dorbs.
Just grab something right now. Just
Grab
grab it.
something and just throw it.
Anybody that we're waiting for people in the chat say they want to get Dorbs up. No one wants to get Dorbs up though. They want to get.
What happened to Priscilla and Mary with the Dorbs?
Dorbs up? No, we're gonna give away a little thing. It's in honor of Patricio's son. His name is Logan. Right?
No, yes.
That's your son's name, right? We're gonna give away.
Yeah. No, I named him after Wolverine. That's how nerdy.
Oh,
Look at that! The original first appearance of Wolverine, and
First appearance of Wolverine.
Okay, so quick details about the giveaway.
It's not Dorbs, but it's has something to do with our guest. So Dorbs up later.
Yeah, we'll have some. We might have some.
We're
more.
working towards the Dorbs.
Yeah.
Okay, so for those of you who are new to Twitch, I'm going to explain to you how to enter this giveaway. Should we do it a 5 minute or 10 minute? What do you guys think? Want a quick one? Let's do a 5 minute. Okay, it's going to be a 5 minute giveaway. So I'm going to start the giveaway, and then all you will have to do is enter exclamation point and a keyword that I'm going to give you guys. Okay, so that's when I start it.
What's the keyword?
I will give it to you in just a second.
Dorbs.
Dorbs.
Rigged.
So for those in the chat that aren't familiar with Rigged, it's a Funko Funcast reference for people that win a lot of.
Exclamation.
Funko Pops. You guys are making me want to grab my Funkos. My favorite Funkos.
Oh, I like Patis.
Patis, yeah, I saw that. Patis.
You guys go ahead, keep chatting for a second. I'm gonna see if I get this giveaway going.
Cool. So while we're trying to figure that out,
Bullet.
so we will have that giveaway in just a bit. But while Jorge's trying to figure that out, Patricio, Kid Heroes, what's that all about?
Because Kid Heroes is the name of my production company, Kid Heroes Productions, and basically I named it after the movies I made as in the neighborhood. You know, I mean, we made these where I grew up in Daly City. We would the kids who grew up in my neighbors. We would like during the summer we would get together and shoot like home movies and together, and it was like a whole superhero series, you know. And so it was just about kids who protected their neighborhood. So we did like this thing called Kid Heroes one summer, and then what we'd do is like when we shot it, we would premiere this in my house, you know, like we would have this like premiere, and then we put on VHS tape, and then we would during the school year we would like literally pass it on. This is like pre-YouTube, right?
Nice.
This is the old school version of YouTube. We would pass it along so that the whole school year people would. I even had a slam book. So people had to, in order for you to watch this film, you have to tell me what you thought about the movie, best character, best scene. That was like Facebook at the time, right?
It was like comments before comments.
Yeah, and then especially when you gave it to that cute girl, oh man, what did she say? You would like can't wait to get that slam book.
Where's my name?
Yeah. And then by the end of the school year, people would always watch. Oh, hey, can I get into that next movie? So the following summer we'd make Kid Heroes 2. And then next thing you know, like more friends would jump on. Avelino joined us in one movie. The Other Side of the Neighborhood joined us. And then next thing you know, we made for 3 summers in a row. We made Kid Heroes 1, 2, 3. We had a whole trilogy we made with our neighborhood.
Trilogy.
So, yeah,
Were they?
I just want a Funko.
Were they a short in the debut DVD? Because I think I remember watching either a trailer or something for it. But I remember in high school seeing like these cute little cute little kids talking about like, oh, we got to save the neighborhood.
Oh, maybe. Well, I don't know. Did Avelino loan you the VHS tape? I don't know.
No, I think it might have been like special features or something.
Yeah.
It's probably Lumpia. Yeah. It's probably Lumpia, the original movie. Lumpia.
Yeah.
So there's a quick story about Lumpia movie. That those are the kids I ended up, you know, our neighbor. We would after I went to school at USC, we would get back together, and Lumpia started out as kind of like a reunion movie to get the kids back together. And nice. I figured we were better, and Lumpia was kind of like our experiment. And it was like our homemade movie. And next thing you know, because of the debut, my connection with the debut, we just kind of threw it out there after the debut premiere, this homemade movie, and it became this like weird cult hit because people were kind of hungry for more films like the debut.
So people call it debut or debut?
It's like either. It could be debut, debut,
Debut?
yeah, debut.
Those who
Whatever.
aren't Filipino or who don't know,
Spider-Man? Give me Spider-Man and Jollibee.
the debut.
And Toys R Us, the three up there. Yeah. Sorry, I'm trying to show off my Funko, my favorite Funko Pop.
Ooh, I heard Toys R Us in there. Okay, real quick, let me just throw this giveaway
yeah.
in there because I think I figured it out. So let's hope this goes according to plan. I'm going to launch the giveaway, and the keyword is going to be don't enter it yet. Enter it after you see the giveaway start. The keyword is going to be !Logan.
Ooh, Logan.
Let's see if this works.
Pinoy.
Tell us when to enter.
Wait, Pinoy.
There you go.
Oh, there it is.
Enter Logan to enter the giveaway.
Meow.
There we go. I see people getting it. Cool.
See, I got my Jollibees too. I got my own.
Hey.
Jollibee right here.
Hey.
Spider-Ham.
Nice. Spider-Man.
And this is Toys R Us for the Toys R Us kid.
Hey.
Flock version.
Ooh, the
Yeah.
flock one.
Golden ticket with that one.
I don't remember how I got this one. I mean, I got this online. I forget. It's not my wife wants me to showcase this because that's my favorite.
Hey, Answer Toys. How's it going?
So you were talking about the Lumpia movie.
Yeah.
Rumors are, or not rumors, I guess it's official now. There's going to be a Lumpia 2, right?
Oh yeah, no, we've been 7 years in the making, man. We crowdfunded that movie back in 2013 because we were celebrating the 10th anniversary of the original film. And yeah, that's the story itself. We were down like $30,000 on that last night, and we went viral and we hit it. So that was kind of a weird.
Wow.
Nice.
We only did it because we wanted to see after the debut, because the debut was 10 years before that, if there was an appetite for these kind of films again. Like if there are people out there who wanted to see another debut, because that debut, I mean, you were there in Vallejo, right? So like it was a phenomenon. I got to see something that I got to see something that you know, I'm from California, but to see all the different Filipino and tour around for 2 years and see all the different pockets of you know, Filipino American, Asian American communities out there, and it's amazing. It made me think that like there's an audience that we haven't, and that's the reason why I'm a filmmaker. You know, it's like, okay, there's this underserved community that I wanted to represent. You know, now it's a hashtag, representation matters, but I've always known that. You know, even when I started.
Yeah, I know definitely back in high school, I touched on this earlier. If it wasn't for movies like The Debut, or even like, you know, Rex Navarrete coming out with those live comedy DVDs and things like that, I know guys like me and Jay and like people who we went to high school with, those are the only times we would see Filipinos, other than seeing Rufio in Hook die after like 20 minutes in or whatever, you know.
Rufio.
No, and that's why, and that's the thing. You know, growing up, you know, you see someone like Dante, you know, on the screen, and then you find out he's Filipino. It's weird to see someone that looks like you on the screen. It's very, it's this weird feeling you get, like, wow, I can be on the screen. It's weird, and that's Dante has always been that person. Like, wow, you know, you're a kid in the industry, and you know, he played me, and after all meeting through him in the debut, he actually played me in my wedding video.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Yeah. So that was my surprise to my wife, because I met my wife Melanie through the debut tour. We met on tour, so that was kind of like our story. We just recasted. We just recasted the exact, you know, Joey Bisco and Dante playing us, meeting on the road, promoting the debut. So it's just weird. It's. And our wedding video was in a film festival circuit, so it's kind of weird. So it's kind of, you know,
it was a
kind of
very
vain,
cute,
kind of vain a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit, Pat.
Yeah, I know.
It was a really cute video.
You know what I'll do, Av and George? I'm gonna do a movie about how me and Av, and I'm gonna cast Avelino as who? Who should we cast Av as?
Oh, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
I've been asking you several times. I go, give me a role on one of your movies.
Wait, we still gotta see the original role that he had.
No, but Av just keeps telling me the same thing. Oh, talk to my agent, you know.
Dude, so Av, you were like this close to being Ben Mercado in the
I was Bobby guy who was like, "Is that the Porty Pipe?"
Oh my god, it's the Nestor character. Yeah. You guys are all up in the debut, man.
Yeah,
I want to play Nestor.
That's the vinegar. That's the vinegar.
Who does? Jay, you do it well.
But it wouldn't be fair.
That's the vinegar.
Oh man, let's see real quick. Let's see where we are. Oh, okay. The giveaway is almost over. It's over in about 20 seconds. So if anybody didn't enter, make sure you enter. Exclamation point Logan. You got 20 seconds. Exclamation mark Logan.
Yeah, you get 2 Funko Pops.
Hey, I like the way you think, Mike. I like the way you think.
Oh, someone's asking for a debut too.
Oh, so the Lumpia movie that we're doing now, Lumpia 2, is a result of the debut 2 not happening because I actually wrote a whole treatment. So Gene Kahayan and John Castro, they wrote the debut 1, and so when I always, I'm a big fan of it, even though part of it, I'm a big also fan of the film. I actually wrote a whole treatment of what I thought the debut sequel would be like. And when we couldn't get funding for it, we kind of like just dropped everything. And I took that story for Lumpia 2. So that was kind of like the story, kind of like the unofficial version of how Lumpia with a Vengeance, Lumpia 2 came about. Was I took the story what I thought for debut 2. And, except minus the guy throwing Lumpia as a weapon.
So if you want to watch the debut too, just watch Lumpia.
Yeah, watch Lumpia with a Vengeance. It just has Danny Trejo in it. That's all.
I think I could get a quick picture of Lumpia real quick. See if I can get that.
Lumpia.
And I will pick a winner in a second because in order to do another giveaway, I think we're gonna have to pick a winner for that first one. So
yeah, let's pick a winner and then we'll.
And then Av will just randomly grab another thing.
Yeah, he'll just grab something. He's Santa Claus at this point. But okay. Can I get a drum roll in honor of Sunny? In honor of Sully. Drum roll. Shout out to Sunny. There you go.
Whoever you are, wherever you are.
You all know how to do it. Drum roll in the chat. Okay, here we go. And our winner is Casey the Ocho. Hey, Casey. Congrats.
I know that guy.
There's 2 Caseys. I got confused.
That's Brett. The other Casey's Brett. This is a Casey the Ocho.
The Ocho.
Cool, hey. Casey. If you don't mind, just shoot us a DM, or maybe we could shoot you a DM. We'll get that. We'll get that to you.
Is he low? Can we save on shipping? I'm just kidding.
He's from where is he from? Union City.
Yes. Oh yeah, just drive it over.
Super rigged.
Rigged. For those of you who don't know, that's an ongoing joke. That rigged. So
rigged.
Cool.
So Patricio, you mentioned working with Danny Trejo. How was that?
How was that?
That was interesting.
He seems either be really scary or really nice.
It's exactly how you would picture it. I was intimidated. Like, I just saw his documentary, Inmate Number 1, right now. The Danny Trejo just released the documentary, and if I had known what I know now after watching the documentary, I think I'd be more intimidated. But because we didn't. What can I reveal? I mean, I was very intimidated, of course, to meet when he showed up on set, and that was probably the most tense day because when he showed up, we were in any of my shoots. It's very family oriented. It feels like a big party. Most of my crew is of color. It's mostly Asian, Filipino. So we always feel like we're having a party. But when he came in, it was like I remember Mark Munoz, who plays our lead actor. He's a former UFC fighter. He came on set and like, why is everyone so quiet? It's like everyone has like a stick up their ass or something. It's like because everyone, we were trying to impress Danny, and so by the time Danny's he came in. I was expecting him because I heard from other folks that Danny doesn't really memorize his lines, or like he would want cue cards or whatever. I just heard things, so I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna expect that I'm gonna have to like kind of maybe help him with the lines, or whatever. And I changed the lines, and then he actually came on set, memorized the whole thing. He memorized, and I was kind of what? And but I changed the script on him, and I felt so bad. I changed some of his lines, and he just gave me that look and I was like, that's my key to get out of the trailer. And but that was the initial thing. But once Danny got to know the scene, we kind of shot. By the end of the shoot, we were laughing and talking because I told him specifically that Lumpia 1 was actually inspired by El Mariachi, El Mariachi, which was a homemade movie, and then Desperado was kind of like the reboot with Antonio Banderas, and that's where Danny Trejo came in and made an impact. And I told him, for you to come to my film, which was inspired by that, by Robert Rodriguez and stuff, it's like coming full circle, and it's like, Danny, you just being here made the movie. And he's just like, oh, take a picture. I said, why? I want to show my ex-wife like how many beautiful women you have here. And we took a picture. This was cool. I'm gonna get in trouble for that. I'm gonna get an email from Danny Trejo's manager. Why did you share that story?
Was the beautiful women one voice?
Yeah, I don't know. The one voice is actually doing the soundtrack, so they're not in the movie. So. But maybe he'll listen to the soundtrack. Like, whoa, those are the sound of some beautiful ladies.
How many lumpias are made for the film?
That's a good question.
That's a good one.
There's two different versions of lumpia. One that we actually eat on set, and one that we actually throw. So there's like, you throw it as a weapon. It's actually, that one is fake. I actually bought it on eBay. I wish I had it here. It's used for this. It was on eBay because they used it for those fake foods you see in the Chinese restaurant. The combos that we have, and this is the egg rolls that we put in. So obviously they were
that lunch special.
So I found one that looked even though it was an egg roll, it looked like lumpia, and that was our everything you see in the movie is probably that. But I'll tell you, the lumpia that we serve though, it doesn't taste good because we always like to play jokes on the person who's eating it, So we would like especially for the first lumpia movie, we would like put in every leftovers because we were in a rush to kind of crank out all these lumpia for the shoot. So we put in like Vienna sausage and rice, beans, whatever was left over from the previous night, and we would like whip it up and cook it as long as it's edible. And then we call it lumpia surprise because the actor Carlos at the time didn't know what was in it, and so it was kind of like we're kind of effed up, in that way.
Has anyone tried E40's new lumpia place?
Oh, the Lumpia Company,
yeah.
Lumpia Shout out to Alex Toto and E40, Lumpia Company.
The Lumpia Company. That's in Oakland, right?
They put like Filipino spaghetti in a lumpia roll. I was like, oh, this is kind of weird, but kind of tasty. Like, well, that's pretty cool. E40.
Hear that, Alex? I love the Lumpia Company, man. So they're actually a sponsor. They're actually in the movie actually too.
Oh, nice.
So
that's the perfect sponsor for the Lumpia movie.
I figured there's not many. I mean, there's a lot of. They were the ones who I mean, I know Alex too, but he was, I mean, that the movie was only made because of people like him who supported us, and like it's an independent film, so for sure. It goes both ways.
Cool. Going back into the Lumpia movie, what are some of the superpowers of this character that's in the Lumpia movie?
I like to think that he's like Bullseye, Bullseye.
He never misses.
And he throws he's not. He's kind of like Bruce Wayne in a way where he's not a millionaire, or he's not a millionaire, like the poor Bruce Wayne, but yeah, he doesn't have. He just throws lumpia. That's all. That's pretty about a hero. He's not really a superhero. I think. I mean, if you. Thematically, it's like he's not even a hero for the sake of being a hero. He's a hero for the sake of inspiring others to be a hero, is what I always say.
I really enjoyed like when he just show up out of nowhere, like rescuing like the kids that would be bullied and stuff.
Oh yeah, and Olympia one. So like, that was the thing. It was like he's protecting the FOBs from the thugs, But I think. Remember that movie took 7 years to make because we shot that way like a long time ago, and it took us. We never finished shooting that movie, and so we kind of. That's why that movie has a lot of continuity errors. Lumpia 1, because everyone kind of grows up, their hair kind of goes in, and that's kind of like the charm of that first film is that we never finished shooting that initial summer.
Oh, Mikey, thank you.
That should be like the foreign title, the foreign language title.
When you release it to the Philippines.
To Lumpia, to Ron.
To Lumpia, to Ron.
Yeah. Two lumpia too fast. Too fast, two lumpias. Yeah, that sounds better. Too fast, two lumpias.
Too fast, two lumpias.
Yeah.
All right, so I know a lot of
before we get lost,
okay.
that giveaway.
Oh,
we
yeah.
need to give that stuff away.
Oh,
another one.
Man.
Before the
Yeah.
second giveaway, I do want to shout out anyone in the chat that doesn't know, we are currently giving away a Switch, and all of you can enter. If you do want to go ahead and try and go for the Switch, let me try to enter it here. There you go. That's the link, player.gg. There's a few things you can do to enter the Switch, and best of luck.
Can Patricio enter? You want to switch, Patricio?
Hey,
You can try
there's no parameter. There's no rules. I don't think, at least.
subtle flex.
He has a Switch.
I have a Switch already. Yeah.
Not a flex
I
at
can
all.
use another one.
Ginelsa. He has a Switch. Come on.
I have to compete with because my son and my wife play Animal Crossing too much, so I can't. Yeah.
Nice.
I'm playing Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, so I can't even play on that because they always play on the Black Order, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3. That's a dope game.
I've been meaning to buy it, but I've been waiting for it to go on sale.
I'm the same way.
Yeah.
Oh, we do have to get that. You were right,
Yeah,
Jay.
let's
I didn't
get that.
realize what time it was. Yeah, we got to get that in there.
Let's get that prize up.
Yeah.
So we have a second giveaway we're gonna do before we do the Jollibee, right?
Yeah, we could do one. We could squeak
Throw one more.
It's up to Av. I don't want to.
I don't know.
It's up
Do they really want
Town.
Dorks, folks.
Yeah, let us know in the chat. Do you really want
quick.
Dorbs? Do you want us to Dorb it up?
Real quick, are we gonna Dorbs things up?
We're gonna Dorbs it up.
I see crickets. Crickets. No one's answering.
No Dorbs. Everyone, they all left because I didn't.
Everyone's gone because of the door.
Oh wait! There we go.
Oh, Dorbs up. Do
Dorbs
it.
it up. Dorbs it
I
up.
want Dorbs.
Okay, we'll
Only
do it.
3 people want Dorbs.
Oh wait,
Only
four,
3
four,
people will enter.
4.
That's okay. I mean, if only 3
It
people enter,
increases
you're
the
gonna-
odds.
Uncle Fun
It
Day.
increases, yeah.
Uncle Fun Day. here.
Someone put exclamation mark no.
We're gonna do it still. We'll do it right quick. Right.
Right quick,
I'm
right
just gonna
quick.
show 2, but we're gonna do the Jetson set.
Nice.
We're gonna Dorbs it up.
Hey.
Dorbs it up.
But you get all of them, right? You get Judy. You get yeah.
I'm gonna throw it. Let's go.
Oh, you're gonna throw it?
Here, catch.
All right, go ahead.
Let's go.
Go ahead and hit it with the what's the keyword for this one?
Okay, so same thing as last time. If anybody just jumped in order to enter the
Dorbs.
giveaway, you're gonna have to enter exclamation mark and the code word. Wait for me to launch it, and then we'll get started.
Hey, this is a cool one, Astro. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Who doesn't love Dorbs?
And you
People
get the
still remember the Jetsons? You still remember
Yeah.
show them the side.
the
I think the side shows all of them, right?
There's some old people in there.
So
There's some.
Yeah, I love Jetsons the movie.
He can't hear you.
I know.
What do you say?
Show them the side so they see it.
Oh yeah.
everything they're
I heard you.
getting. You're getting all those.
Oh, I can't even do it right.
Come on, Kuya Avelino,
Okay,
come on.
I'm gonna launch a giveaway real quick.
he's
We're
not
about
good
to
with
start
technology.
right now. It's gonna be a little bit shorter, 4 minutes, just because I want to make
Yeah.
sure we get the Jollibee in there. So 4-minute giveaway. The keyword is going to be. Let me make sure I launch it first before I tell you guys.
I'm not good with computers.
Keyword is Dorbs! Exclamation mark Dorbs.
Oh, that wasn't a gimme.
I thought it was so easy that people.
Come
wouldn't
on,
go for
Toron
it.
2, dude.
Ah,
Toron.
missed opportunity.
Dorbs them up. Whoever
Nice.
wins this one, I'm gonna throw it at you.
He's gonna go to wherever you
Like
are
Lumpia.
and throw it at you.
Yeah, like the Lumpia.
He's gonna throw a lumpia at your face and then throw the Dorbs.
And the Dorbs have to go in the mouth. Exactly. That's right, the mouth.
Dorbs them up.
Nice.
All right, let's go.
So, everyone who's watching, I'm sure they want us to ask. You talked about him earlier. What was it like working with Dante Basco?
Dante's a professional, but it's the first time that I met him. So on the debut, I actually started out as a background extra. I was like, I had to work my way up. So I remember, and at that time, Dante actually shot this another nerdy movie called Fist of the North Star, and it was like a live action version of the anime. And so I remember just asking him, "Hey, dude, that movie sucked." Not the best way. Is like, but it's weird because being on tour with them, because when we released the film, it's like I just got to know about his old brothers, Derek, Dion, Darian, even their sister Ariana. So I got to know the whole Basco family, and so Dante is like, I'll tell you that even though we talked about the wedding video at the journey that we shot, like when he played me, which was an honor, like I mean the guy has given me so much favors in terms of just showing up on set, and to play me, it was like, how do you say that to Dante Basco? You want to play myself in my wedding video that I'm surprising my wife, and you play me, like
just what it's gonna be better than Fist of the North Star.
Yeah, I should do that.
That's an easy sell. That's an easy sell.
So yeah, no, I mean, Dante is like, when the camera turns on, it's like, they say that 90% of your job as a director is to find great actors, right? That's they once you get a good actor, it's like it's magic. You don't have to direct really, and Dante was one of those folks. Like, you put him on the screen, I mean, one take, I mean, he was, I think I appreciated more the craft of acting working with Dante, and then even then when I see him, and I keep forgetting that he has like this following with Zuko and Rufio. It's like it's it's mind-boggling. I'm a fanboy at first, so every time I see them, that fanboy always comes out first when I see him, until I have to calm myself down, talk to him normal.
Nice.
Because that's the ultimate compliment, right? For him to play you, and it's like, I don't know, it's weird.
Oh, definitely. That's super cool. He seems like a super down to earth person from what you've been telling us.
Well, it's my turn to play Zuko in the live action.
Yes,
there you go.
Dude,
I'm not an actor.
Avatar's making a comeback.
I'm not an actor.
Av's saying no because he wants to do it.
I think they're about to announce something. I don't know if they announced something at ComicCon. Dante is actually involved in. They say he's involved in some sort of like follow up on that. So I don't know.
On Avatar?
The follow up, the Legend of
Korra.
Korra, yeah.
Oh.
He voices one of the characters, doesn't he?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, he still plays Zuko, but he's older.
It's the same character. Yeah.
It's like Grandpa Zuko now.
I forgot. Dante
Biker
Basco was
Boys.
in Biker Boys.
Biker Boy.
He was in
That-
Biker
that-
Boys.
that-
I was taking advantage of all the Fast and Furious stuff. Let's do bikes,
Yeah, bike version.
Two bikes, too serious. Or
He was also in that dancing movie with Antonio Banderas.
Yes, he
What
was.
was it called? Like,
Step up. Or no, not Step It Up.
it was like The Last Dance or something.
Real quick, let me pick a winner so we can get going.
Oh,
on that
yes.
Jolly Bee
let's
one.
pick a winner and do another
Drum roll,
giveaway.
drum roll for the doors.
Drum roll.
Okay, here we go.
Drum roll.
There we go. We got one. We got a couple drum.
Oh no, you can't stream the Lumpia movie. The may change. Yes, the 10th anniversary DVD is on Amazon and lumpiamovie.com.
Nice.
Thanks, Dancer Toy Sarah.
Take the lead. Mike got it.
Take the lead.
Take the lead. Yeah.
Oh, he won.
Oh, nice.
You answered correctly. You get a
You
prize,
answered
apparently.
correctly and you got the prize.
So, Mike, congrats. You just won all of these Jetsons Dorbs.
Storbs.
Av will drive to your house and throw it at your face.
You're gonna
You have to catch it with
Capture
your-
with your mouth, please.
Rigged.
Like, ring the doorbell real quick. Wait till you open the door.
But there's 6 of them, so he's gonna get 6 thrown at him.
Oh man, that would be so cool if that becomes like a viral thing after Lumpia 2 comes out. People just go to people's house and throw Lumpia at their face.
That should be a meme.
That should be like a Lumpia challenge.
It depends on how bad it goes. I don't want to take credit for it. If it have you guys seen an article from Guam about someone who assaulted someone with Lumpia? That was like a popular viral article.
What?
You see this?
What?
If you Google it, just put Lumpia assault, and then you'll see someone literally. There's an article saying that someone in Guam like literally assaulted someone with Lumpia off her plate or something.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
All right,
I
next
think
giveaway.
they were watching the Lumpia anniversary DVDs.
Inspired.
Nice.
Okay, we're gonna launch our last giveaway. This is gonna be short too because we're running out of time, and I want to make sure we can list everything about Patricio so you know where to find him and all of his content. So I'm gonna make it 3 minutes so everyone be on top of their game. This is for the Jolly Bee and for the Average Nerd pin. So you're gonna get both of those.
We'll get 2.
You're gonna get 2.
I think Dave's frozen. Oh, there you are.
No, there he is.
Show him the pin too. The pin comes with a new backer that we just made.
Hey, I haven't even seen that in hand yet.
Yeah.
I don't have any pins. I don't got anything.
And Patricio, if you want, we could actually send you one of these as well.
What?
Yeah.
So Patricio, you'll get a free pen.
But if you say so.
Okay, we're about to launch it. It's going to go for 3 minutes, and let's see here.
Hashtag
keyword in a second.
Chicken Joy.
Chicken Joy. Oh, that's a good one.
Oh, but
Chicken
then they
Joy,
would
no
know it too early. Here, I got another one.
Not
for
Chicken
you.
Joy.
I got another one for you.
Not Chicken Joy. What do you got?
Keyword is 2, the number 2, RON.
Turon.
Turon.
I was gonna go peach mango pie.
So exclamation point. Turon.
Ron.
Turon. This is for the Jollibee Pop and for the average nerd pin.
Yeah.
Nice.
Peach Mango Pie.
What's happening? Wow.
Peach mango pie.
Peach Mango Pie.
What?
Oh man. All right, so before we wrap things up, we have about 6 minutes left, and this giveaway is going. Just to kind of culminate everything, our last question for you, Patricio. You've definitely made an impact in the Asian American community, the Filipino community, with your movies and everything you've working on the Debut, Lumpia. You've done music videos with the Black Eyed Peas, things like that. What does Asian representation in show business actually mean to you?
I mean, it's everything. I mean, look at now what they're trying to do in Hollywood, man. They're trying to. I think people are hungry for more films that represent them. I mean, and you see it now reflected. And so, I always, even back with the debut, that inspired me. Like filmmaking for me is not a job. It feels like a responsibility. To kind of make sure that there are more stories about you guys. I mean, wouldn't that be cool if there's a movie about nerds? People of color nerds. Like I can't think of a movie that's out there with us, and I think that's
you got to make it.
Why do you think I'm here? Why do you think I'm here?
You got 5 cast members right here.
Right now, George, Dave, Jay, and Ab. They're
Come on. We're here. I'm ready. I'm ready for my close-up, boss.
Oh my God. I've been waiting for a long time, but see, this is where it starts, right? It's like I feel that it's gonna happen. I mean, sure. And there's so many platforms now to play with, so that's what it's all about. Yeah, representation matters. #.
For sure.
Yep.
We were talking about Dante Basco. Isn't his niece in the new Birds of Prey movie too?
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Jay Basco, Derek's daughter. Yeah, and then again, that's a win, right? It's like
sure.
Even that character itself is a win, right? Because they have Asian American. So you see it now. I mean, we were talking about Wave in the LumpiaCon stream earlier. Wave is a big Filipino Marvel superhero. Right? Wish Patasha was there. So there's even the fact that Miles Morales now people know that there's a black Spider-Man, that it's accepted. Representation can get only better from here, from us as nerds, and just the heroes that we worship.
For sure. So BK Buddies, that should be the next movie.
Yes.
I'm still waiting. Who do we cast as Av? I'm telling you, we got Dante Basco.
We gotta find somebody for Av.
All right.
Who might play that?
I think we have a winner.
We'll have Bruno Mars play Av.
I could play Av.
Oh.
I could play Av.
No, you're too young and too light skinned.
Well, it's him back in the high school days, right? The BK days.
The big
bingo square.
No, Jorge, you'll play your dad because apparently they went to high school at the same time.
Oh yeah. Oh, you know what? There you go.
Hey.
That's
all right. So who's our winner?
Okay, here we go. We're gonna pick a winner.
Winner.
Wah, 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 wah.
I see Ernie Reyes.
Ooh.
Nerdy Curious.
Nerdy Curious.
Congratulations.
All the Filipino American, it's like old, a generation past us. Like, where's the new generation of film actors?
We're here.
I love that picture of of Clint. I just want to it keeps jumping up because everyone's typing. Look at that.
Clint.
Clint.
Oh man, that's baby Clint.
Baby Clint
On that picture. That's baby Clint.
I saw someone put in the comments that Ernie Reyes Jr. should play Av. Kato!
Hey.
Come on, guys.
It's like
I think we're like the same age, man. What the?
See,
Hey,
we didn't
but
have to make the age thing. You did it yourself.
Okay.
Well,
Real quick,
Patricio, before,
yeah.
go ahead. Patricio, before we end things off and sign off to our viewers, where can everyone find you, and what would you like to promote for what you're doing in the future?
At Kid Heroes it's my filmmaking my account. But right now it's Lumpia movie, so that's the movie that we're hopefully going to come out after this pandemic. We're supposed to premiere this summer, but obviously everything got pushed. So just look out for Lumpia with a Vengeance, starring Mark Munoz and Danny Trejo. And follow. We're in the middle of LumpiaCon right now, so I'm promoting LumpiaCon, and we have 2 more nights. Just follow us here on Twitch TV, Lumpia Movie, and
Lumpia movie. I'll be on Saturday.
I gotta say that we just funded our Lumpia comic book today.
Oh yeah, Kickstarter.
That was a big deal. Like it only took us 2 days to fund it, so you tell you there's an appetite for this kind of things. It's true, and so we are. Sure. I'm pretty happy about that today. We're celebrating.
So how's that feel being a nerd? You have your own comic book now.
I'm more nerding out that Will Patricio is actually doing. It provides the cover for it, because he's my hero. Awesome, Will's my hero. I mean, we talked about it earlier today. It's just to have his support. I mean, that's what LumpiaCon's about, right? So yeah, not so much about the comic book, but just having him and other artists. It's I can't even. I have no words for it, man.
For sure. Definitely sounds like an amazing feeling. But that about wraps up the time that we have today. Again, thank you to our guest Patricio for taking time out of his day. He's busy LumpiaCon to come and speak with us average nerds. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Congratulations to all our winners. Until next time, see you, nerds.